Hey, my name is Dr. Green. I'm a licensed psychologist, and I want to talk about why you probably don't need any more self-help books. Okay, so if you are somebody who has a lot of self-help books, or you're finding like you're always looking for a specific type of self-help book on a specific subject, I need you to come to the front. This is for you. Come on, sit down. Okay, so when we go through situations, trauma, an argument, anything, we are dealing with that situation on two different levels, the emotional level and the logical level, right? So there's two different processes or systems happening within you that is dealing with your experiences. Okay, for a healthy functioning person, we are to be balanced. We are supposed to be attending to both of those things. We're supposed to be logically attending to them and then emotionally attending to them, meaning that we're actually feeling that emotion that we're experiencing, right? But oftentimes that does not happen. So let me give you an example of kind of like what these two systems might look like at play. So let's say you go over your sister's house, right? And things are cool, and then all of a sudden she like starts cussing you out, she throws you out, like it turns left, it gets bad, right? And so after the fact, you're like thinking about it, you're trying to put pieces together, you're trying to figure out like where did it go left, what did I do? That's your logical self trying to make sense of it, right? And emotionally, you might be very pissed, you might be embarrassed, you might be very confused. That's the emotional self. Okay, so let's say later in the day or later at the week, she calls you, she apologizes, she explains like, I was super stressed, wasn't nothing about you, I really feel bad about it, I'm sorry, right? So she's putting the pieces together for you. So logically you're like, okay, like that makes sense because that was kind of confusing, but I understand now. But emotionally you might be very pissed still, right? That logical understanding is not going to resolve the emotional piece. Those are two different systems. So if we're someone who leans more logical, right, who intellectualizes your emotions, meaning you think about your emotions, you think about feeling your emotions, but you don't allow yourself to feel them, you are going to probably be somebody who does gravitate towards the self-help books because it makes you feel like if I read, then there's going to be some work to be done. But I want you to understand that you can never read, learn, think your way into doing the emotional work that you need to do. So if there is some unresolved emotional experiences that you have to deal with it at the emotional level. And the self-help books are not going to be useful. Okay. If you're somebody who is more emotional leaning, maybe that you like operate more in that space and don't really attend to the logical piece, the self-help books might be useful for you because you are getting that breakdown and that understanding in order to kind of figure it out for you logically. But you still want to make sure that there is some balance there. Okay? Let me know if this is helpful.